What's up, Wise Flyers? David here. We're living through historic times right now that we're going to tell our grandkids about. Schools are shut down, businesses are shut down, cities, states, and countries are shutting down because of this outbreak. I'm not going to mention the C word in this video, but I'm going to give you some credit card strategies of how to deal with this outbreak, as well as the upcoming economic downfall, which is something I think we all see coming. Because no one is traveling at this moment, your travel points are obsolete. So I'm gonna give you some strategies of what to do with your credit cards, how to switch it over to a cashback strategy, as well as 3 opportunities to get free money, which is something I think we could all use at this moment. First strategy would be to free up money. So if you have any annual fees coming up on credit cards, I would seriously reevaluate them, especially if they're travel related. So if you have the Amex Platinum, City Prestige, Chase Sapphire Reserve, as well as the mid-tier cards related to hotels and airlines, you may want to consider not paying the annual fee on those cards, especially since there's no travel that's going to come for at least 1 to 3 months. Now, this is only if the annual fee is coming due within the next 1 to 3 months, because you're not going to be able to take advantage of free check bags, lounge access. Centurion Lounge just announced that they're shutting down all of their lounges indefinitely. So there's pretty much no reason to travel and no way to take advantage of the travel benefits that these cards are offering. So if you do have an annual fee coming up soon, 3 steps here. First, call up, see if you can have the annual fee waived. If that doesn't work, then try to ask for a retention offer, which means that basically they'll give you points in exchange for paying the annual fee. You do the math there, see if it makes sense to you. Third option would be to downgrade to a no annual fee version of the card. There's a lot of different downgrade options for many travel cards, and after you downgrade, if things clear up and people are traveling and you feel like you want to take advantage of those benefits again, you could always upgrade. Personally, I don't have any annual fees coming up within the next 3 months, so I'm not going to do this, but if I did, I would definitely not pay those annual fees for the travel benefits. And just on a side note, it's really important to free up money if you can in any way. So if you have any monthly memberships you're not using, like for food places or gyms, places that you're not going to be using over the next month or two because of this whole outbreak, then this is a good time to cancel those memberships so you have more money liquid just in case for emergency. So when it comes to credit cards, it really depends on your economic situation of whether or not it's worth earning travel points or to go the cashback route. If you feel like you could use the money, then cashback definitely makes sense. So my personal money situation is this. My wife is a nurse. She works in the operating room, and basically 80% of all the surgeries that she partakes in is elective and 20% are essential. The governor of South Carolina, which is where I live, said that he wants to cut all of elective surgeries until further notice, which means that she's only going to be doing 20% of the surgery she normally does, which means her hours are probably going to be dramatically cut. Now, for any type of instance like this, we have a 6-month emergency fund. So just in case anything happens, jobs get lost, dramatically cut, we have 6 months for rent, food, utilities, all that, and other things that may happen. With that said, personally, I'm still going for travel points for the time that travel becomes a thing again. And when it does become a thing, I'm probably going to book one of the first trips possible because they're going to be super cheap. At the moment, I'm already getting travel notifications for May and on where it's like $43 a round trip from the East Coast to West Coast. And as soon as travel companies get the green light to start accepting travel again, they're going to jump on it. And there's probably going to be a lot of people who are hesitant to travel because of the outbreak. They don't want to take the risk. But as soon as these companies get the okay, there's probably going to be some cheap points price deals. But honestly, I'll save the points for other travels in the future, and I'm probably just going to use cash because $43 a round trip to go from New York to LA is a really good deal, and they just want anybody in the seats, whether points or cash, as well as hotel guests. They just want anybody in the room. It doesn't matter points or cash. So everything is going to be really low. So that's the reason why I'm saving up travel points for that opportunity to come in the future. There is talk about bankruptcies coming to these travel companies, so it may not make sense to have all your points being earned on an airline or hotel in general, just because they devalue the points. But but ideally you want to put your spending on flexible currencies. And even if you don't use the travel points with these flexible currencies, you can convert them to cash. Some ratios make sense, some don't. I'm going to cover that in a future video of how to convert your points into cash. The next strategy would be to go for credit card cash bonuses. So there are still dozens of credit cards that are offering cashback bonuses where you spend a certain amount, you get your cash back, and you could use the cash however you want. And there's a good amount of them that have no annual fee. Pretty much the highest no annual fee cashback bonus is going to be around $200. But in this case, it may make sense to pay an annual fee because you're still going to profit. For example, Chase Sapphire Preferred Card, probably one of the best examples here. You spend $4,000, get 60,000 Chase Ultimate Reward points. And these Chase Ultimate Reward points are worth a lot more with travel, but in times like this, if you need cash, you could convert it from 1 point to 1 cent to 1 point, 60,000 points equals $600. With the $95 annual fee, you're profiting $505. If you could get business cards, then the two no annual fee Chase Ink business cards really make sense, because with the Chase Ink Cash, Chase Ink Unlimited, you get 50,000 Chase Ultimate Reward points or $500 after spending 3,000 in 3 months. Now, I understand putting such a high spend on these cards for the minimum spending may be difficult in times like this because no one's really spending money in general. You want to save. So it may make sense to go for the lower minimum spend cash back cards that you are still getting 100% profit because there's no annual fee. For example, Chase Freedom Unlimited offering, Chase Freedom offering, Capital One Saver One, $150. All these are basically $150 after spending $500 in the first 3 months. So even if you just get 3 of these no annual fee cashback cards, that's $150 just for spending $1,500 in spend with no annual fee. If you're curious what cards you should get or get first or how you could do all this, I have a link down in the description below for a free card consultation. The game has changed. It's no longer about travel. It's about cash now. So feel free to click that link, get a free consultation to see how you could get the best cash back card for your situation. Next strategy would be to go for bank account bonuses. If you haven't heard of these, there is a long list of banks that are pretty much offering sign-up offers just like credit cards in order to, you put money in the account, set up direct deposit, or whatever the requirements are. You could get anywhere from $100 to sometimes $500 just for opening up a new bank account. I have a link down in the description below. Doctor of Credit has this amazing list and probably the best resource on bank account bonuses. Even if you don't have direct deposit right now, just because jobs are tight or being lost and you can't really get a job at the moment, there are also ways around the direct deposit. There's resources on Doctor of Credit as well. Similar to the credit card bonuses, you kind of have to spend a little bit of money in order to earn the money. But in this case, it makes sense because you may be spending, but it's more of like a deposit that you're going to get back, because sometimes you need to put the money in the account for a certain amount of days before you could take it out, but you still have the money. It's money not lost. And this isn't just for big banks like Wells Fargo, Citi, Chase, but there's a lot of smaller credit union banks that offer these bank account bonuses depending on each state. So before the banks really get hurt with what's going on in the economy and take away these bank bonuses, I highly recommend checking out that list and see if you could take advantage of those now before they dry up. The next strategy and free money making opportunity would be to get free stocks. So there are several different companies that are offering free stocks as an incentive for signing up on their platform. I have a link down in the description below to 8 different companies that offer you a free stock or free money just for signing up for their company. You may have heard of Robinhood, Webull, SoFi Money. So those are just a few examples. There's 5 others, but if you sign up for those companies, you get a free stock. Some of them are valued from $9 to $1,000. To be honest, I've never seen anyone get $1,000 valued stock. I think it's just a way that they dangle a carrot in front of you to sign up. Regardless, even if you get it on the low end, like a $9 stock, right now we're at a historic low in terms of the stock market. So a $9 stock could have been a $15 or $20 stock a few weeks ago based on what's going on. And there's actually a current promotion right now with Acorns where if you open up an Acorn account, which is another investing account, and you sign up 12 people, they'll give you $1,000 that you could invest. So that's another really good opportunity right now to make some money. So if you sign up for the Acorns account, I'll have a link down in the description below. You put $5 before March 31st. Then let's say you contact your friends and family, you get 12 people to sign up, that's $1,000 bonus right there for minimal work. Also included in that article, I have a spreadsheet just of all the links to sign up for those accounts, as well as some other free money accounts. You sign up for that, and then you could just put your own referral links in that spreadsheet and share that with friends and family. This way, when they sign up, you could get free stocks. For example, Webull right now is offering 2 free stocks for every person who signs up. So if you have a Webull account, you put all these links on a spreadsheet, tell someone it takes 20-30 minutes to make a few $100s, then you could make some money off of those referrals as well. And the next strategy would be to evaluate your time and how you could leverage it. So for example, whether you work a physical job or remote job, I think we all see that our jobs could be taken away at any moment with something that we could have never predicted like this. An economic downturn is much different because people are just spending less, but businesses are open. At the time of filming this video, businesses are closed, jobs are being lost. I think it's important to take all this free time that we have right now, see how we can leverage it to create some type of money-making activity or business that wouldn't be affected by an incident like this in the future. So people may not be spending money at this time with whatever product you may think about selling, but it's a good time to build brand awareness. So just provide a bunch of great content with whatever business or idea you have at this time, because you're gonna have a captive audience of people not going out, doing things or working, and basically staying home, being on social media, being on YouTube. So this is a great time to put yourself out there and build a brand for when people do get money again and are able to spend. So when it comes to credit cards, let me know what your strategy is. Are you shifting strategy or is it business as usual? I would love to know down in the comments below. Also, if you have any other insight that I may have missed or you think that could help other people who are reading this or watching this and they could read and learn something, put that down in the comments as well. Also, let me know what type of videos you would like to see in the future. With the current events, travel points and learning how to use travel points or earn travel points may not be relevant at this time. So let me know what type of videos you would like to see in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope that you and your family stay safe and that you are well prepared, or that you are preparing for the economic downturn that's gonna happen. So if you wanna watch more videos on cash back cards and strategies, you could click either one of these links over here, and I'll see you in the next video.